Welcome to PreCentral.net's everything you need to know about the Palm Pre in 10 minutes. We're going to give you a quick 10-minute overview of all the major points of the Palm Pre so you can get caught up. But we do have plenty more content at PreCentral.net, including full reviews, galleries, and many more videos. Now, the Pre is $199 after rebate from Sprint. It is exclusively on Sprint. It has very nice small styling and a slide-down keyboard. It has a 320 by 480 touchscreen, and again, that full keyboard on the bottom. Not quite as good as, say, a BlackBerry keyboard, but for most people, it's going to be much better than, say, the software keyboard available on the iPhone. It has volume buttons, of course, a 3.5mm headset jack, a camera and a flash, and a speakerphone, and Palm's famous ringer switch to instantly silent the phone so you don't get embarrassed in meetings. Additionally, it has a removable battery, so we can pop off the battery door here, and you can see there is a removable battery. And one of the more popular accessories for this is the Touchstone. It comes with a custom battery door that has a matted finish that isn't glossy and doesn't attract fingerprints. It's very nice. And then the Touchstone is a magnetic inductive charger. You simply plug it into the wall, you set the Pre on it, and it attaches via magnets, and it wirelessly charges the Pre. So it is very, very cool. Overall, the Pre is very small, feels great in the hand, and is a great hardware. It charges via micro USB behind that little fiddly battery door, and there you go. Now, the real action with the Palm Pre is the WebOS, which is Palm's all-new operating system based on Linux, and it centers around a series of touchscreen gestures that are pretty intuitive once you get the hang of them, and really let you navigate around the device quickly. And so from the home screen, you can give it a simple swipe up to bring up your launcher of all your applications, and you can simply tap on an application to launch it, just like you might expect it should work. And you can swipe up again from an application to bring up Card View and then Launcher again, and you can launch more applications. And each of the applications get launched in something that Palm calls cards. You can also do this half swipe, which I'm showing you here, which brings up your launch bar of your most popular applications or your favorite applications to quickly launch them. So here I'm launching the web browser, which, by the way, on the Palm Pre is stupendous. It is faster for me in my tests than the iPhone 3G or the G1, both on Wi-Fi and on Sprint's Evdo network. And you can see here I'm actually flipping between all of these cards very quickly from within Card View. You simply go into Card View by hitting that center button, and it goes right in. Of course, it has a full physical keyboard, so you can slide that open, start typing. I'm taking a memo here. And what's great about this ability to switch between cards is while I'm writing this memo, say I need to check this website, and I can quickly zoom in, double tap to zoom in. I can do the multi-touch gestures to get really close to the content I'm looking for. I can find the information that I need, and then I can switch out of the web page once I'm done poking around, and I can go and I can continue my note without having to switch up, close applications, go back to the home screen or any of that. I can switch immediately between cards. So cards basically represent your open applications, and so the Pre fully multitasks, and it does it in a way that's really intuitive, so you know immediately what you have open, and you can switch between them, and you can even reorder your open applications by holding your finger down and dragging them around, which is pretty neat. And so we'll go into another application and we'll start taking a look around. You can see we've got our calendar app here. And you'll notice down at the bottom of the screen, I received a notification. You can get rid of notifications just by sliding them, or if you want to act on them, you can just tap on them when they appear down there. And so that's going to open up our messaging app. The messaging app is actually very cool. It does SMS, it does MMS, it also does instant messaging with AIM and with Google Talk. And so what you can do is in a single threaded view, you can talk to a single person and without having to worry about what method you're using to talk to them with. It's just all there in one screen, and you can switch quickly between IM and SMS just by tapping that little button in the upper right-hand corner. And although I've had to block out some phone numbers here, you can see at the bottom that it's showing that this contact is not online. And that means that I'm going to want to revert to text to talk to this person instead of using SMS. So now that we've dealt with that message, we can go back to working on what we had going before. And in this case, we're taking a look at the calendar. Now you'll see I've got lots and lots of different colors here. That's because Palm has a new feature called Synergy that pulls in information from multiple sources and puts it all on your Pre without having them mixed up with each other's information. So in this case, I have got Exchange and Facebook and Google all talking together to the Pre, all getting pushed to the Pre automatically. You can see, for example, in the email app, we'll drag that over so it's next to the calendar. And both email and calendar is pulling in from all of these different applications. And in the calendar, we can even swipe to the next day, and we'll go to the week view so you can see everything here. Different colors for each source from where all the information comes from. Really easy to get a quick look at all the different work that you have to do for a given day. And the calendar is one of Palm's strengths, and that shows through on the pre. You can see here there's that little 5 hours free button, and so we can tap that to expand for all the free time that's in between our appointments there to add a new appointment. And if we don't want it, of course, it's you can easily see everything on a single page. To add a new appointment, you simply tap on the open field there, and bada bing, we've added an appointment. And you can see because it's orange, it's getting synced to my default calendar. But of course, you can switch that to have it get pushed up to any of the other calendars that Synergy is using to push down to the pre. So you can see I've got lots and lots of different calendar sources, and it's very easy to take any piece of data and apply it to any calendar source. Now, as I mentioned, Synergy pulls from 3 different kinds of accounts. It can pull from Exchange, and that gets pushed out. It can pull from Facebook, and so if your contact, say, updates their picture on Facebook, that gets pushed down to your phone automatically. It can also sync with Google, and it can sync with multiple versions of each of those accounts. So you could have 2 Exchange accounts, a couple of Google accounts, and even a couple of Facebook accounts. And that also applies in email. You can see I've got email from all of my different accounts here, and I've got Exchange and a couple of Gmail accounts, and my favorite folders from each of those accounts is displayed right up there at the top, including a unified inbox. But if I want to go in and look at the folders from a specific account, I can do that. I can just drill down, find the folder I want. I can mark it as a favorite if I want it to show up at the top. So you can pull in a whole lot of disparate information right there on the pre, and you can feel comfortable that they're not going to get mixed in with each other and cause you hassles. Going back into card view, you see I'm just getting rid of apps. This is the equivalent of closing them. And to do it, you just simply swipe them up and swipe them away. So unlike, say, Windows Mobile or some other smartphone operating systems that also multitask, it's very easy to tell what you've got open and very easy to just close these applications so they get out of your way. Another great feature on the pre is universal search. Rather than going and hunting for a given application or something, you can just go into card view and just start typing. So here I typed blue, and it not only searched for all the applications that start with blue, it also searched for contacts that start with blue. And if you continue typing, we're typing Blue Man, Palm's favorite example, it knows that it can't find it on the pre, so it gives you options to search Google, Google Maps, Wikipedia, or Twitter. So we will open up Twitter here in a new browser card, and we'll see what folks are saying about Blue Man on Twitter, because, you know, what the heck. And there you go. There is what's being said about Blue Man on Twitter. And we can go back into the launcher here. Well, actually, no, let's not. Let's use universal search again, because it is much faster to find stuff than it is to go into a launcher and look for a specific application. So let's say I wanted to find the nearest Dunkin' Donuts. Rather than going into Google Maps, I just start typing Dunkin' Donuts, and I can just tap the Google Maps option there inside universal search, and it's going to load up Google Maps. Now, the pre does all sorts of location-based stuff. It gets location from towers, it gets location from Wi-Fi, and it gets location from GPS. And so you can see here on the map, these are all the Dunkin' Donuts in my area. I can zoom in to my exact location. All the multi-touch gestures that work on the browser and in Photos also work here in Google Maps. So I can choose a location that I want to go to one that's a little bit further away because I don't like my local one, I guess. And you can get directions. It also comes with Sprint navigation, which is free with your standard Sprint plan, so you can get spoken directions if you don't want to use Google Maps, which doesn't work so well for driving. Google Maps does satellite view, it does directions, of course, and shows traffic. It doesn't do street view, however, but given all the other functionality there, that's not such a horrible thing. And, you know, those are the top line features of the Palm Pre. There's obviously much more that can be said about it. We've got a whole website dedicated to it, PreCentral.net. And so if you're looking for a full review, either the standard version that kind of goes with this video so you can get it read quickly, or the crazy huge nitty gritty covers every detail review, we have got all of that and more for you at PreCentral.net, including also the largest Palm Pre community with forums that can answer all of your questions.